Hello everyone, Tomato here,
with wombats.
welcoming you to the debut commentary of Press X to Wage War, which makes sense that we're doing Dragon Warrior 1 first.
It's where everything started.
As far as a lot of video game RPGs went.
As far as any RPGs went, dude.
Dungeons and Dragons.
The beginning of everything.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, I mean...
So, we're starting a new quest now.
Video game RPGs.
And our hero's name is... R, yes. Very nice. No, Rek. Riki! Yes.
It's me!
Indeed. You get to be a video game hero for once.
Tell them what the name does.
Well, I'll explain that in a little bit. For now, we're getting plot. Basically, you have to go kill the evil Dragon Lord, recover the Spear of Light, and save the princess. May the light shine upon thee. And now...
This game is really weird with how you, like, enter stairs and open chests and such.
Yes, you have to press A to stairs.
Over them and then go to the menu and select it from the menu.
Yes, you have to press A to stairs.
No other game that I know of does that.
Well, it's more of the, sort of the... how do I best put this? It's kind of like old school in that sense, where some of like the old school computer games, you have to type in your each action specifically and separately.
I guess I can understand that, but...
Later Dragon Warrior games on the NES do get better with that. Like,
I mean, I'm kind of comparing this to, like, Legend of Zelda, and you don't have to select stairs from a menu to use stairs in Legend of Zelda.
Well, that game also came out a couple of years later. This was from 1986.
I'm pretty sure the original Legend of Zelda was released in 1986 as well.
Well, I don't keep track of Zelda dates.
Well, I'm thinking of, like, the Star Bomb rap.
Yeah, well...
He says, 1986, old school.
So there's nothing much interest going on in the screen here. I'm just going around and talking to the people.
When entering the cave, make sure to bring a torch.
Oh, that torch. Yeah, in this game, and this game only, caves are dark! Funnily enough. I never would have thought. You need to bring a light source with you.
You can light them with either the torch or the radiant spell. The radiant spell never shows up in another Dragon Warrior game.
Well, in any other Dragon Warrior game, caves aren't dark.
So there's no reason for the radiant spell to exist.
Well, I guess Radiant was replaced by Surround, since it's a blind spell. Not that Radiant does anything about in this game. And I need to learn that we need a key to open the door. How about that?
Yeah. Why don't we just exit out?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we have to talk to the guards first.
Even though they say the same thing.
You had to talk to both of them, too, just to make sure.
Yes, I did. And so, on to the adventure. Oh, for fluff's sake! Not even one step into the adventure, the slimes are already after me. This means something.
Dude. The descendant of Erdrick is the only hope for this entire land. He has trouble fighting slimes.
Well, you start with nothing in this game. You start with absolutely no weapons, armor, anything. Which is why I had trouble with the slime there.
Kind of a pathetic hero, really.
Well, I mean, it's like he was called out of bed at 8 a.m. and told that he had to work overtime on a Sunday. And so...
Well, dude, like... have you played Final Fantasy, the Four Heroes of Light?
No.
The main character in that game, Brant, is literally woken up that morning and called on a quest, and he has more equipment than the descendant of Erdrick does. Like, the first thing that happens in the game is you wake up.
Well, it's also a game released much later than this one.
Art thou the descendant of Erdrick? Oh ho ho ho!
And they're asking for proof, which you do not have. And apparently everyone died on this quest.
Doesn't anybody keep, like, family
And now,
trees or anything?
that girl in particular I just talked to, in the Game Boy Color version, after you talk to her, she'll follow you around.
Oh, I know this.
And
you can take the inn and stay a night.
And it's implied that you sleep with her.
You know.
It's implied that you sleep with her.
And after you rescue the princess, you can go back here.
And she'll still follow you.
With both of them, and it still implies the same thing.
Yes. So this hero does definitely get a lot of action, apparently.
This is not a celibate hero.
No. And here I'm buying a dragon scale, which is the only accessory in the entire game. It gives you +2 defense.
Well, I guess that's not too bad.
Well, I say only accessory, but every other accessory in the game doesn't really do anything.
Does this music just keep looping over and over?
Yes. It's almost like it's a game made in 1986.
Are there any other tunes in the game?
It's got more music than Zelda.
This is starting to get on my nerves.
This guy here removes cursed equipment from you.
Oh, overworld theme. This is more tolerable. It's at a lower pitch.
And so the game is on! And we find another slime.
What was that, Sean Connery?
I was like, oh yes, how do you like my Sean Connery? But yeah, see, this battle went a whole lot easier because I actually dealt more than 1 damage. I considered going to the north, and then I changed my mind.
Did you realize you would die?
There are slightly harder enemies up there. So instead, I decided to go do grinding, which is going to be 90% of your game time in this game. Also, in
filling the game with actual story, they force you to grind so that the game lasts longer.
Yeah, that's how a lot of old school RPGs went, and that's a Draki there. They're harder than the average slime. And I cannot run away! Let me run, for fluff's sake! And fade out. I basically cut out some backtracking. We're actually gonna see a level pretty soon.
Thou hast done well in defeating the Draki.
And on my way back, a red slime. Only ever so slightly harder than the blue slime.
Oh hey, you barely survived with 6 HP. Courage and wit have served thee well.
I love the level up sound in Dragon Warrior. Now, your stats, you actually do have a baseline statistic in Dragon Warrior 1, but depending on what your name is, you'll get better long-term growth in 2 of 4 stats. Riki's name here, oh, and I'm suddenly bleeding to death because I leveled up. But
you're also pronouncing my name wrong.
What, Riki, Reki?
It's Reiki, actually.
Alright, for fluff's sake, I'll pronounce it how I want. Reki... Well, Reki gives bonus long-term strength and HP growth.
Jeez, if you're not gonna call me Wombat, at least call me, like, by the correct pronunciation of one of my other names. Jeez.
I pronounce things how I like to pronounce them.
A red slime draws near!
Commands?
Jeez, you took one step and a ghost appeared.
Yeah. Yeah, there's actually no encounter counter in this game, so you can actually get into random battles on every step if you're that unlucky.
Jeez, that's ridiculous. There's not like a set encounter rate?
There is actually an encounter rate. In fact, different terrains have different encounter rates. It's just that there's no counter. And by the way, this is a cave. It's dark, so I used a torch.
Look at how much that torch lit up.
It's almost like it's a torch.
On either side.
It's almost like it's a torch. There's no enemies in this cave though, so you don't have to worry about that.
Good job running into all the dead ends.
Ah, well. It's almost like I can only see one space in front of me.
Jeez, I wonder if that's poor game design.
Well, fortunately, by the time
No denials.
unfortunately, by the time you actually have to seriously go through another dark cave, you'll have Radiant by then, which lights up more.
Thou hast found the tablet. The tablet reads as follows. I am Erdrick, and thou art my descendant. 3 items were needed to reach the Isle of Dragons, blah blah blah. I gathered these items, reached the island, and there defeated a creature of great evil. Now I am blah blah blah, their descendants blah blah blah. When a new evil arises, find the blah blah blah. You went to the text too fast, damn it.
It's like I'm trying to get this game done. And I'm just kind of looking at the screen like, fade out now. Get out and oh, for fuck's sake!
The tablet, declaring his ancestry in a cave where anybody could go and get it.
Yeah. And by the way, that was a magician I ran from. They can cast Hurt on you, which would be very dangerous at this level. And yes, it is Hurt in all caps.
Grab the tablet and be like, "Yo, I'm a descendant of Erdrick."
But you need proof to claim that you're the descendant of Erdrick.
Yeah, that's the tablet.
No, it's not the tablet. The proof is an entirely different item.
What?
The proof is an entirely different item. The tablet doesn't even show up in your item list.
Seriously?
Seriously, it's just kind of there.
That's stupid.
Anyway, another level up.
The tablet literally said, I am Erdrick, and thou art my descendant.
And we have learned a new spell. The spell of Heal. It heals a very minimal amount of HP.
But hey, it's better than nothing, right?
Well, yeah, it's better than nothing. Except medicinal herbs are better than it. And I'm also showing off this guy here. This guy is the best NPC in the entire game. Because he gives you a completely free MP recharge. Never again will you have to stand it in. Except for when you have to.
The thing is, heal is better than medicinal herbs, if only because you only have a very limited amount of inventory space.
You also have a very limited amount of magic, too. And, I mean, yeah, you can only carry up to 6 herbs in this game, but each herb is still twice as strong as your heal spell.
I guess. But I mean, once you have a ton of items later on in the game, medicinal herbs become kind of difficult to carry around at all.
Yeah, well, not in this game. There's not a whole lot of items in this game.
I hate that sound in games, like whenever you hit the edge of a map or something, it goes doom.
Even though there isn't a wall there.
Like, oh, okay, I can't go into the water, I get that. You don't have to make an obnoxious noise.
And welcome to Garinham. We'll be here later to explore that giant building that we cannot get into there because we lack keys for coming in.
Does every town have the same freaking tune?
Yes.
Ugh.
It's almost like it's an NES game.
It is said that the princess was kidnapped and taken eastward.
And that's recording lag on my end. I do apologize.
Welcome.
Now
we
we-
deal in tools. What can I do for thee? What dost thou want? Blah blah blah.
The same thing that they have in Breeconary. Fluff this.
Oh, dude, get the half plate.
Look at all this wonderful stuff. Too bad you can't buy any of this yet.
Oh, hey, let's stay at the inn.
Yeah.
Jeez, 25 gold?
What a ripoff. And that's... Yes, inns are always have to rip you off in this game.
What the hell? 25 gold.
And with that, the video shall fade to black, and we'll see you in the next part.
See you guys later.